Hey peeps, it's your girl Paprika, and you're watching Pass the Mic with PST. Welcome back to Where Are They Now? Today's review is the 90s hit sitcom Living Singles cast members. Khadijah James, portrayed by Queen Latifah. Currently, Queen Latifah has turned her hand to writing. Her newest book, Queen of the Scene, is for kids. This book features lovely art illustrations by Frank Morrison. Latifah is a woman of many talents. She is still acting and as of 2021 can be seen as the lead role on CBS's revival of the action drama The Equalizer. The show is a hit with fans, but back then, Latifah was Khadijah James, the editor and publisher of Flavor magazine. She occupied a brownstone with two roommates, a childhood friend and her cousin. Latifah arrived on the scene in 1989 as a young female rapper and quickly rose to fame. Her third album, spawning the single Unity, which was instrumental in raising awareness of violence against women. And I'm sure we all remember that catchy tune. U-N-I-T-Y, U-N-I-T-Y. Okay, I'll stop. Well, it earned her the achievement of being the first album by a solo female rapper to receive a gold certification from the Recording Industry Association of America. Anyone going in the archives of when Latifah first arrived on the scene could peep that she was in it for the long haul. She had confidence, she was totally relatable, and she had mad stage presence. There was no stopping Latifah as she later showcased her singing ability because if you'll recall, she sang the title song for the show Living Single. And she also showcased her acting chops with a stellar performance in the movie Set It Off, to name one of the many films she has starred in to date. Latifah even threw her hat in the talk show arena. Now, I don't know why that didn't stick because, in my humble opinion, it was lit. Sinclair James, portrayed by Kim Coles. Kim Coles currently is a motivation speaker and entrepreneur coach, primarily passing down her knowledge of showbiz and knowledge she has to drop because she's been in the biz for 3 decades. She also continues to act. Her latest acting gig was a BET original movie. On Living Single, she was Khadijah's ditzy cousin and the receptionist at Flavor magazine. She bodied that role, as she's a very talented comedian with good timing and she's funny as heck. There are many who remember her from the first season of the series In Living Color. Regine Hunter, portrayed by Kim Fields. Kim Fields is currently in a new project on Netflix, which is a working class family sitcom called The Upshaws, alongside Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps. Now, you know that's fire, as both Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps are true comedians. I admire Kim's staying power. She is one of the success stories, so to speak, when it comes to child actors successfully transitioning to adult actor. Hollywood is not for the faint of heart, as there's so much backstabbing, really bad vices, highly competitive, unforgiving, unnecessary criticism that can strip you of your self esteem if you're not careful. Then there's so much phoniness and fake people hanging around just to benefit from your craft and even taking credit for it or rob you of it. So for Kim to be still doing her thing while serving looks, hello, and to have not fallen down that dark hole so many young ones have, is to be commended. Keep doing your thing, Kim. But back then, Kim Fields was Regine Hunter, the childhood friend of Khadijah and one of the three roommates occupying the brownstone on the show Living Single. She portrayed the gossip loving, snooty seamstress, selectively choosing to forget her humble beginnings in the projects. And you know her childhood friend Khadijah was there to check her and to help Regine to keep it real. Your girl Regine was always on the lookout for Mr. Wealthy to create the lifestyle to which she was accustomed to in her head. Her character was hilarious. Did you know, and this is news to me, but there's an archive of a very young Kim Fields appearing in a Mrs. Butterworth's commercial and also a Frosted Flakes commercial. I apologize for the grainy pics, but they are from way back when. No HD, y'all. How did they function? Kim's first notable acting role was as the braces wearing, gum chewing, roller skating youngsters on The Facts of Life. Her catchphrase was, "We're in trouble." Fun fact, Kim was so short that the Facts of Life producers put her on the roller skates during the first season so that they could avoid difficult camera angles. You'll rarely see Kim Fields sporting the same hairstyle or hair color for long, and with her pretty face, she pulls off each style with ease. Maxine Shaw, portrayed by Erica Alexander. Erica currently has a media company called The Color Farm, in which she creates shows, directs films, and produces television content. Erica continues in front of the camera. She had a role as a detective in the movie Get Out. Max was Khadijah's college friend and the current best friend on the show. Her profession on the show was as a strong willed, acid tongue attorney. While she didn't live in the brownstone with the other three, she was a constant guest, often eating meals there and packing a to go bag. She lived to irritate Regine, as the two often verbally sparred, with Max coming out as the winner. Max's other nemesis on the show was upstairs neighbor Kyle Barker. However, as the show progressed, the sparks began to fly between the two, but not without the constant bickering. But it was so entertaining, as they were equally witty and intelligent. And anyone watching could see and feel something simmering beneath all those verbal sparrings. Erica got her big break acting when she starred alongside Whoopi Goldberg in the 1990 film The Long Walk Home. Then she moved on to The Cosby Show and finally landed the role of Maxine Shaw on Living Single, for which she has won numerous awards. Erica is also a writer. Kyle Barker, portrayed by T.C. Carson. TC is currently a voice actor with roles in animated projects like Star Wars. He also does video game voicings, and oh, how he can belt out a song. If you've never had the pleasure of hearing him sing, do yourself a favor and go pull up one of his songs on YouTube. And it's no wonder, as TC's voice is as smooth as butter, rich in baritone without being overbearing, and it's quite melodious. But back then, T.C. Carson was Kyle Barker, the successful stockbroker who lived upstairs in the brownstone. He and the character Maxine often sparred, which only slightly masked their attraction to one another, which eventually led to their beginning an on again, off again relationship. As the series progressed, the Kyle character had less and less airtime. The reason? TC has stated that he was fired from the show, and it is alleged that it was due to creative differences with the writers of the show. TC has been quite vocal about it, as he terms it, the firing from the show. Today, TC is still in the acting field, as his latest venture is in the movie Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, voicing the character Mace Windu. Overton Jones, portrayed by John Hinton. John currently tours as a stand-up comedian, which he did prior to acting. Overton was the Brownstones' friendly handyman and upstairs roommate of Kyle. Obi, as he was affectionately known on the show, was sweet on Khadijah's cousin, Sinclair James. The two tiptoed around each other for a bit before finally becoming an item and eventually marrying on the show. Later in life, 2000 to be exact, it was reported that John was involved in a very serious car accident. I was so shocked to hear that news. Y'all, as a result, his left eye socket was destroyed along with other serious injuries such as shattered legs, broken teeth, a badly deformed face which required extensive plastic surgery to prepare his facial features. And kudos to the surgeons, as John's handsome face is still recognizable. Peeps, be careful out in them streets. Here are a few other cast members who enjoyed a recurring role during the show's 5-year run. The first, Do us a really big favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, we really want to hear your thoughts on this series. Where are they now? So leave a comment down below. Now, back to the list. Sinclair's replacement as roommate to Khadijah and Regine was the character Trip Williams, portrayed by Mel Jackson. Tripp was an inspiring songwriter on the show. Today, Mel is still acting and has appeared in films such as Deliver Us from Evil and The Temptations. Mel has and continues to keep his life very, very private. Scooter, portrayed by Cress Williams, was Khadijah's childhood friend and on again, off again love interest on the show, whom the two eventually ended up as a couple when the show finally ended. Cress currently continues in the acting arena. Remember the series Black Lightning on CW from 2018 until 2021? His latest venture is a film in 2022 titled What Remains. Daryl, portrayed by Heavy D, was Regine's boyfriend for 3 episodes. Unfortunately, Heavy D is no longer with us as he passed away in 2011 at the age of 44. Ivan Innes, portrayed by Bumper Robinson, was Flavor magazine's copy aide, and his character was in love with the owner, Khadijah James. Bumper currently has fully embraced his career in voice acting, working on various animated shows or video games. Some of you Eagle Eye fans will remember that Bumper also had a role in the show The Game. Well, that's it for us, peeps. Hope you enjoyed another nostalgic trip down memory lane. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video and the one before it, which was the Cosby Kids today. If there's a 90s or 80s show you'd like us to feature, let us know in the comments below and we'll do our best to get it out. Please give this video a thumbs up and do us a really big favor, as I said earlier, and hit the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything, but it's going to help us out tremendously. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you're notified when we upload new videos. Until next time, thanks for watching. It's Paprika signing out.